We're celebrating the 100th episode, as you can see. It's pretty surreal. I always dreamed that I would get a chance to work on a series. That's always... Mojan is here. Mojan, what does it mean to you to be at 100 episodes?
Well, I was just listening to you talk about that it was a dream come true for you.
Oh my God.
It is.
I'm too earnest for her.
It's a miracle.
It is a miracle.
I'm on a show that is on NBC, that is shoots in New York, that shoots 22 episodes.
With the most amazing
with
scene partners.
Huge fan base.
Today, I think, is the first day. Yes, the first day of our 100th episode that I'm very happy about. My old friend Andrew McCarthy is directing the episode, which is nice. And Nathan Lane, another friend of mine, is playing the Blacklister in the episode, so I'm very excited about that. And it was lovely to have sort of a lot of the parties here today, the people who work in support of the show and working on the show, and from afar very often, and it was lovely for them to come here and sort of celebrate together for that. So we're very pleased that Sony and NBC have extended all this time to us, and we hope they will continue.
Every time I come here, I'm blown away by how many people it takes just to make an episode. It's, between New York and then post and the writer's room, it's a huge undertaking. And it really has, we're talking about today, people have had babies, people have gotten married, it's like it's a family, and so 100 episodes later, some may have gotten divorced. There have been a lot of deaths, mostly on screen, but it is a family, and it's a team that's worked together. A lot of people since the beginning of the pilot, so it's cool to see us get this far. It's a big moment.
It's great to be here to celebrate the 100th episode. It does feel for us, certainly for me, like every episode that we start to break when we look at the whiteboard that have no scenes on it. We're like, there will not be another episode. We will not come up with another story. This is it. So to go through that every week and now to be here looking back on 100 episodes is amazing. It has been a show where very few shows, even ones that are really great, there's something that is not, they don't have the luck that we had in casting, they don't have the luck that we had in NBC really so desperately wanting a hit show. There are so many things have to come together for a show to work in and above just it being good. But that said, I do feel like that day in the post office, I remember Joe Carnahan had this shot where the camera slowly pushed in on Red's face in the orange box as he was talking about his sort of fetish for Liz. And I remember thinking, okay, this is going to be a good show.
We are celebrating the 100th episode. If you want to pan right up there and look at the cake. So,
yeah,
big celebration.
And it feels good. It feels great. It feels great. Well, to do 100 episodes or something, that's the longest I've ever been on a show, ever, by about 90. But, it's great. I think what it does is it validates and confirms, all right, it validates and confirms that the show is viable, that people, after 5 years or 4 years of it, are still enjoying it. And we enjoy telling the story, so it's great to be, it feels like a family.
I think there's a certain amount of familiarity that grows into, in the beginning, the camaraderie, and then after that wears off and you're slogging along through episodes 30 to 90, there's a big bond between everybody here, and we've been working since day one together, and couldn't be working side by side with better people, and yeah, it's a kind of an unforgettable experience.
I think what happens is that once you get over a certain amount of anxiety. Are we going to get picked up for a second season? All of that, then you can relax into it. And I think that that's what comes with being, a veteran show, is that we have an ease, but we're also still have fun telling stories, because it's a very fluid world. And as we see things happening in the real world, we get to reflect that on television. And it's been a great privilege.
Anytime you can have the support that we've had since day one is very special, and you get to, it says a lot about the writing and the acting and the chemistry from top to bottom. So, personally, I think it's an amazing experience to have that, and we just have to say a huge thank you to the fans.
We owe everything to the fans. Without them, we wouldn't have a show for so long. And so I'm going to tell you very directly, from the cast of the Blacklist to all of our beloved fans all over the world, thank you so much for tuning in. We hope to give you many more years of quality entertainment. So keep tuning in, and we'll keep performing.
Look at this. Who gets this in their lives? I'm beside myself. I really don't know what to think. I mean, I've been here, we've made 100 hours of television. How many people can say that? People who are in movies, by the way, just to put it into context, say they're in 2 movies a year. Movies are only how long? 120 minutes? No. We make 22 hours a year. So, I'm feeling really like a mixed bag of emotions right now. It's a lot to process. We couldn't have done it without the fans. I mean, this is the people who created the Tumblr pages and the podcasts and the Twitter pages, and who helped to propagate the show every week, and we're really dedicated and devoted viewers. I mean, that's what gave us legs. So it really comes down to them, and it's been an honor to entertain them, and I'm so grateful to have been able to be a part of this team of people who all made it happen with all of their various talents and interests and personalities and characters. And I mean, it's been a wild ride. Yeah, you're looking at my family, and I'm fortunate to have them all for the rest of my life now. I mean, when the show, after 100 more episodes, when the show does come to an end, we'll be bonded for life. So this is a gift for sure.
The character I play is called Abraham Stern. That's the name of the episode. It's the titular role, and Abraham Stern works in a bank as a loan officer, but he has led this criminal life for 40 years in search of this. It's sort of a mystery, and an alleged mystery too, that his father committed this crime. And there's a great deal of money behind these pennies. There are 4 pennies that he's searching for, and it's not that the pennies themselves are worth so much money, but when you put them together, it tells you where there is a great treasure. The episode is kind of a heist episode. As a fan, it's just fun to, the first time I saw James dressed as Raymond Reddington, I acted like a fan. I was like, I can't believe it. Everyone, it's a lovely group of people, and everyone has been so welcoming, and in particular, James has been so hospitable and kind, and just, he's the consummate professional and just a wonderful actor to work with. So it's just been fun, and yes, it's fun to see the people that you've enjoyed their performances on television, and then to see them in person and get to tell them that. 100 episodes that is a milestone, and for a series, and look, it's like winning the lottery. I've never gotten beyond 13 episodes myself, so 100 episodes is really incredible, and a tribute to the writing and the acting